still looking. Have you seen it? It's not here either. Ugh, it is definitely not in here. Ugh. It's not here either. Oh no. What am I supposed to do? Have you seen it, Fable? Do you know where it's at? Let's go find it. I have to find it. It has to be here somewhere. I doubt seriously it's in here. But let's check. Nope, just what I thought. Not there. I know what. Let's go ask my son. Let's see if he's seen it. Hey! Have you seen it? I am not sure where it's at. I'm gonna find it. Wait, guys, I think I found it. There it is. My motivation to get stuff done today. Found it. Whew. Anyway, there it is, waiting for me. Yay. Yay, I found it. My motivation to get my stuff done today. So, I am going to drink this up and we're going to get started. Today is Tuesday, which is the day I reserve for dusting. So I am going to make a little video of that. Thought, well, I have to dust anyway, so why not make a fun video? And anyway, now that I have motivation, I should be able to get it done. Oh, and hey, at the end of this video, there's going to be a little extra. I'm actually going to fix the grout in my bathroom around my tub. So stay tuned for that. All right, cheers. Here we go. Okay, so today is dusting day, and I start in my bedroom, and then I work my way around the entire house. So it's a whole house dusting. It's not a deep cleaning dusting. It's just a regular. I don't know how to explain it. I apologize. The lighting is really bad in this room, so I'm really sorry about that. But let me just show you. I have these things that I use. I got this at the dollar store. It works really good on the blinds. So I'm going to dust those off. And then my favorite dusting cleaner is Pledge. It works really well. It smells good, and it removes allergens. So that's really, really helpful, especially here when you have allergies and asthma and all that fun stuff. So anyway, Pledge, lemon Pledge. Right, so I'm going to start in here, and I work top to bottom, and we'll see how quickly I can get it done, and we'll go from there. All right, here we go. I absolutely love these white chairs. These were given to me by my in-laws, and they're from my husband's grandma, whom he treasured and loves dearly. And so when she passed away, they got a bunch of her stuff. And I'm always asked why there's arms on one and not the other. It was explained to me this is a gentleman's chair and this is the lady's chair. So back in those olden days, they had the big dresses. So when they sat, their dresses would go out like this. So they'd have the room for their dresses. Anyway, thought that was pretty cool, so I thought I would share. Right. Back to work. Oh no. Something's wrong with the blinds. I don't know what happened. Oh, let's go see what Fable's barking at again. Okay, fix the blinds. Fable was barking because the UPS man is here. Okay, the next room is the office, and if you notice, we made some changes in here. We moved the bookshelf to here. It was over here on this wall. The reason behind this was because my husband got Oculus Rift, the virtual reality headset, for Christmas. By the way, that is the best thing ever. I played it. Oh my gosh. Beat Saber is awesome. Anyway, I'm off track. So we moved it here so we could have a bigger playing area. I know, we're big kids at heart. And then we moved it, and then my husband decided, hey, it needs something here. So we bought this plant, and that is, I'm gonna recover the stool because it doesn't match. I don't like how it looks. And so that is new. And then I moved my nieces and nephews into here. So they're right there, so I get to see their little faces when I'm sitting at my desk. So okay, I'm gonna start in this room, do top to bottom all the way around. So I'm gonna start at the top and dust down the doors and the vents. And I still haven't found that little blue duster. I don't know where I put it. But the bigger one, because it extends, will work better for those blinds and give them a good dusting. So we need to replace those because they're kind of broken. But anyway, all right, so let's get busy. so this will be my next area. I guess this would be the entryway, because duh, you come into the front door. I'm not taking anything down to dust, and I might just lightly do that, because I've already done the light fixtures as a deep clean, part of sprint cleaning and stuff, or quarantine and clean. So I'm just going to give this a good dusting here, and I'm going to hopefully, oh, I could go get my other duster, but that's okay. Anyway. Okay, now for the living room. This will be the last room that I am going to film. You get the idea. I'm going to start from top to bottom. I'm not going to be a deep dusting clean. And then I'm going to dust my couches with this. This works really, really well. And then all I have left is the dining room area and the hallways, the entryway to the garage and up to the attic. Not that I'm going to dust the attic, just the entryway there. Not a lot going on in those areas, so it won't take very long. This does not take me a long time. It may seem like it, but it is not. Once I get started and I keep going, usually you can get it done pretty quickly. I haven't actually timed myself, but I want to say maybe 15 minutes if that. So anyway, so here we go, top to bottom. Bad hair day. Fable's been feeling under the weather the last few days. She got all her vaccines a couple days ago, and they kind of affect her a little bit. So hopefully she'll be perking up here in the next few days, plus allergies, and she's supposed to have thunderstorms, so I think she's sensing a storm's coming. So anyway, so I'm not going to move her. Poor Miss Fable, not feeling well. Say hi. You doing okay, baby girl? Aww. Anyway, I am going to finish up. I am going to be doing the dining room dusting, and then I guess the hallway leads to the garage, and then the hallway leads to the attic, and then I'll be done for the day. All right, thank you guys. Okay, so this is the second half of my video. This is what I'm calling getting quarantine and getting stuff done, stuff that's been on my list for a long time. I'm a little nervous about this because I've never, ever done this before. I apologize for the lighting. We are working on the lighting in the rooms. I'm putting on my Christmas list some camera equipment to help with lighting. So beware, family, kids. Yes. Anyway, we're going to be changing the lights out to daylight lighting. We have about 1 million light bulbs to change out. We're not going to do it in the bedrooms or the office. And there's about 1 million lights to change out. So hubby is not really wanting to spend that much money yet on light bulbs because they're expensive. Anyway, back to the task on hand. I am going to repair some grout around my tub. There's just a corner area. And I'm starting in here. There's a lot of areas, like the kitchen needs some stuff done. The flooring needs some stuff done. I've been trying to adopt the, just because you can hire people doesn't mean that you should. Learn new things. I'm trying to learn new things. I'm trying to make sure we stay within a budget and we don't go broke hiring people, because that's the expensive part. I'm not an expert. I am a visual learner, so I've watched some YouTube videos and this seems simple enough, so I'm going to start here. And the reason I wanted to do a little film or video about it is because if it's something I can do, then I think you can do too. And then maybe you guys have a better way of doing things. You can share some tips or whatever. So I just wanted to show you that some things, if I can do it, then you guys can do it as well. It seems very simple to do. I say that now. Luckily, there was some leftover grout, so it's going to match. So I'm happy about that. I didn't have to worry about that. I also know that you can buy some sanded grout or caulking, and you can just do that, and it looks like the grout. But since I already had the grout on hand, I'm going to try my hand at that. And I'm starting here because I can hide it if I screw up really bad. So, so that's what I'm doing today. My little DIY how to repair grout. And it's just a small area, so but the same concept can be applied to a larger area. And so if this goes well, I'm going to repair the grout on the floor and probably the kitchen. And then our Jack and Jill bathroom around the tub on the bottom. It needs some stuff. I think we probably could just use the caulking stuff on that. So if I use that, I'll let you guys know how that works as well. So anyway, too much talking. So let's get started. And first of all, I'm going to show you what tools you need, and then we'll go from there. All right, here we go. Okay, so here are the tools that you will need. This is called a grout float, so you will need a grout float, a grout saw. Now, when I first saw this as one of the tools you're going to need, the word grout saw, I was like, oh dear. But this is what it is. And I'm not sure how much I can't remember how much it cost, but it seemed like it was pretty cheap, in my opinion. I don't know. And then the sponge for the grout, big sponge. I actually might get some more of these just to use around the house for things. So anyway, and then I'm using this to stir my grout. Put my grout in here. Now, I think the hard part is getting the grout, the consistency that it needs to be. It needs to be like similar to peanut butter, somebody said. So I'm going to go do that and see how that goes. So here are my tools. And then, so this will be this would be the prep work. Getting your tools ready and then getting the grout ready. And then I'll show you what we need to do to get started. All right, here we go. Okay, I did get a little ahead of myself. I need to get this area prepped first before I mix my grout. I don't know if you can see, but this is the grout around the tub. And let me see if I can get in really close. And it is missing a good chunk of grout here. Okay. So this is the area that I'm going to be working on today. So the first step is use the grout saw and you remove the chunks that are in there. It looks like most of the chunks are missing, so I may not even have to use the grout saw. So that might be good. So anyway, all right. Okay, I gave it a trial run with the grout saw, and there isn't a lot of stuff in there to get out. It's already pretty much gone. But what you would do, you'd get the grout saw, and you put it in here, and right there. So we would get rid of where the cracks. So you would just break up the piece and do this. There's nothing over here. There's a big gap there, so. All right, so then you loosen up the pieces. All right, and we're doing it. Mr. Sun came out. All right, I'm going to need 2 hands. So I'm going to go ahead and finish this up, and then I'll show you what the next step is. All right. Okay, so you get the grout saw and you just break up and cut off the pieces where you want the grout to go. Now, I don't have sealer. I do recommend that you do that, so I don't have it today. So I may have to get some later. Okay, so now you want to get the sponge, get it damp, and then you want to clean this area as well, really well. And get all the grout dust off. And make sure that it's clean. Okay. This is a really, really nice sponge. Okay, so there we go. And then I'm gonna go mix the grout and it'll be dry and I'll show you how that works out. So I think the hard part is getting the grout the right consistency. So, all right, wish me luck. Okay, so I've got some of it mixed, and it's pretty much the consistency of peanut butter, I think. So the directions say to let it sit for 5 to 10 more minutes, and then remix it, and then use it. So I have my timer set for 5 minutes, and I'll check it. I suggest that you put water in your container first and then the grout, because it seems to be easier to handle that way. And it just has to be the consistency of peanut butter. So I might add just a little bit more grout, but follow the directions on your bag. And I also know you can buy pre-mixed grout if that's the route you want to go. I don't know the cost on that, and I'm trying to keep my costs down, so I'm just using with what I have. I've been blessed with some building material. We have leftover tiles and stuff and paint. So I'm going to just use that. So anyway, I'll see you in a few. All right. Okay, it has been 5 minutes, and I added another rounded spoonful. I wish I would have counted how many spoonfuls I used, because that would have been helpful for the future. However, I did not. So anyway, it looks better. It looks more like peanut butter consistency now, so I think it's good to go. There are some chunks in there I'm trying to get out, so I'm going to mix it up a little bit more. I'm not going to be too worried about those because I think it'll spread out still. So anyway, it's a little thicker, and I think that's where it needs to be according to the video I watched. This is what it kind of looks like, the consistency. So anyway, all right. Are you excited? I'm really nervous about this, you guys. Really nervous. All right, wish me luck. Okay, folks, I have to make a correction really quick. This is called a margin float. This is what you use to put the grout on and smear it into the joints. I guess that's what it's called. However, if you're doing a large area, you would get what's called a grout float. It's a bigger trowel looking thing to really get it into the joints. This will work in small spaces like what I'm doing now. So I just wanted to clarify that. So when I do the floor, I will have to use a grout float. This is a margin float. This helps get the grout in there, but I can also use it in small areas to make sure I get the grout in there pretty well. All right, enough of that. Let's get started. Okay, so it's going to be difficult for me to record and do this at the same time, so I'm going to do my best. My cameraman is not available today, which would be easier. So what I'll do is I'll try my best to show you the steps. And anyway, so here we go. I'm like I said, pretty nervous about that, but at least I can hide it if I mess up. So I'm not really concerned at the moment about that. But I do want to do a good job, and I want to learn how to do this. So here we go. So first, what you do is you get your margin float. I'm just going to use this paint stirrer thing to put the grout on it, and then I'm going to fill in the gap. So here it is. Hopefully I don't make a mess in my tub. I'm going to put it on here. I'm trying to do this really. Put it on. Put it on. I'm going to put on a little bit more. Okay. All right. Oh, Mr. Sun's out again. Okay. So, and then you're just going to take this and you're going to smear it into the gap. So I need 2 hands, and so hopefully I can show you what I did. All right. So here it goes. Right, this seems to work easier, and now I see why they suggest to use the caulking style for the for that. I think that probably would work better, but this seems to be doing pretty good. Oh, voila! I think it looks a lot better. It's not perfect, but I think it's gonna do its job. I think, so now I need to let it dry for about 20 minutes or so, and we'll come back and check it out. And then supposed to wait like 2 hours because it'll make a haze or something, but I'm not sure if it applies to this or not. It's a little wet right there. So anyway, all right, that wasn't too bad, and we'll check it out in 20 minutes. So there we go. Didn't work out like the video said because I'm doing, it's the same concept though. So right now I feel pretty confident. Let's just check it out in 20 minutes. Okay, so I wanted to get on here and tell you that I did steps out of order. So it pays to read the directions a million times before you start something. You put the grout on and you let it sit for 20 minutes to dry. Then you wipe off the excess. It works better that way. I had to redo some spots. So live and learn. You know, some things may be better left to professionals. I don't know. But it's fairly easy to do. So I feel pretty confident that I could probably do the floor. Like I said, I'll need to get the grout float. And it's the bigger looking trowel because it's going to be a larger area that I'm going to do. And I think I'm going to buy some of that sanded caulking stuff and try that to see if it works better in the other bathroom in the kitchen. And yeah, so we're going to go from there. So it's still drying. I still have a few minutes left, and then I'll show you the end results, and then you can let me know how you feel about it. And then, like I said, please, I'm not an expert. I just, you know, I want to learn new things, and I want to try to save money in the process. But like I said, some things, though, might be better left to the professionals. I think this is, if I follow the directions like I'm supposed to, this should be a project that that I and my hubby can handle. So anyway, right, we're waiting for the end result. Okay, so it's taking a longer to dry. I don't know because of the humidity or what's going on. So this is what it looks like now. And I noticed over here there's some dried grout. Okay, it comes off pretty easily. I'm not concerned now. So I'm gonna let this sit for as long as it needs to. But I would like to be done filming because editing takes a long time. So I will probably end this and do some editing so I can show you the video. And then maybe tomorrow or whenever, yeah, hopefully by tomorrow, I can show you what it looks like after it's dried. All right, thank you. I hope you enjoyed this. And I'm going to be doing some more videos, and because it's kind of fun. Anyway, all right, stay tuned. Hopefully it won't take too long to dry, but I think I'm just going to leave it here and not worry about it and just let it dry. And this weekend, we're going to make a trip to Home Depot, and I'll get some sealant for the rest of this. So, and then I'm going to buy that sanded caulking stuff, and we'll work on that. All right. Have a great day. Okay, like I mentioned before, I'm going to just let it dry and however long that takes. I'll double check it tomorrow. I noticed there's some dried grout on some of the edges on the other grout. And it's going to come up pretty quick, so I'm not going to worry too much about that. So anyway, thank you. I hope you enjoyed the video. It was a learning process. As you could see, I had to do some improvising. So anyway, you got to do what you got to do. So I learned a lot, learned what not to do, learned that you should read the directions a million times, and go from there. So what you just learn from your mistakes, and you go on. So I hope you enjoyed this, and thank you for this journey of getting Bella back to her beautiful state. She's already beautiful, but I'm looking forward to bringing out her personality. I just absolutely love this house, and so anyway, we'll give her the tender loving care she deserves, and go from there. So thank you for following me on this journey, and if you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, and wait for the next ones. Right. Bye.